I use the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomades. So the shade that I use most often is called Ebony. Here is the one that I use, and this is, like I said, in the color Ebony, and it is the darkest shade that Anastasia carries in the Dip Brow Pomades. I would really discourage anyone using a actual black product on their eyebrows, because that's just going to be way too dark. So here is Ebony swatched. So as you can see, it's a very dark brown, but it's not black. Okay, and here's dark brown. So you can see there definitely is a difference in color between dark brown and ebony. Since I have black hair now, jet black hair, I always use the color ebony when I have dark hair. When I have lighter hair, like I've went blonde, I've went red. When I have colors like that, then I'll use dark brown, just so that my eyebrows aren't so intense. The lighter your hair, the more intense your brows are going to look. So you definitely want to keep that in mind when you're using any type of brow product. You never want your brow product to be too much lighter than your brow hairs. What happens is it doesn't really fill in, it just fills around, so people can see where the product is and where your real hair. They are waterproof, which means that I've never had an issue with these like transferring on anything or melting or coming off or just doing anything weird. I have been using these pomades for over a year now. This baby is my favorite eyebrow brush of all time. The must-have angled liner, and it says number 90, so every time I buy these, I just always look for the name must-have angled liner, but it says number 90, so this must be the number of the brush. The thing that I love the most about this brush, besides it being affordable, is that it is a very stiff brush. It doesn't move all over the place, and it really helps create that very sharp tail and just very like defined brow. And then the last product I use is a concealer. The concealer that I choose is the Makeup Forever Full Cover Concealer, and this is in the shade number 12. And this is the brush that I use to put my concealer above and underneath my eyebrow. This came in like a group, had other brushes in it, and I don't even know if Walgreens still sells that pack anymore. Just Studio 35 Beauty or something like that. If I find it, I'll put the link below, but if not, you guys can use just any flat concealer brush. I mean, you guys stick to brushes that are a little bit more on the stiffer side when it comes to doing brows. So I believe that means you will want to stick to synthetic brushes. And this is also by Anastasia, and this is their clear brow gel. It dries completely translucent, you can't see it at all. This is optional. If you don't have a lot of brows or you don't have long brows, then you probably can just skip this. But if that is an issue for you, if you find like the hair is kind of like falling out of place or just being wild and crazy, I would suggest you get a brow gel. So what I do is I just take my finger. You can also take like a spoolie or an eyebrow brush and just kind of get your hairs in place. I don't start right in the front of my brow, I start like right here, a little bit after the beginning, if that makes sense. And then I go across and I make a curve down in one motion. Make sure you aren't putting a lot of product on your brush, because then things can get messy. And then I start right where the arches and I go down some more. Quick story, when I was in high school, I used to shave my tail. I don't know why I was into a short tail. I don't know what type of demons I was facing, and now unfortunately my tail just refuses to grow. As I raise my eyebrows like this, and I just go underneath and I outline the bottom. And then I just like to connect them and then bring the tail down a little bit some more. And then at the very end, I'll extend the tail even more if I want to. I do like, so come back underneath here, raise the brows with that brow. And I just kind of fill in as I go. Go to the front and you want to just lightly fill in the front of your brow. So you never want to make your brow just all the way filled in right from the beginning. That's never cute. So we pretty much have one eyebrow down. So now we're moving on to this eye. Do the same thing with the other eye. Move the hairs in place. Use a spoolie if you want to feel professional. Not right at the front. Start more like not halfway back, but like a quarter back. Take it down. Don't take it down too far. And then sometimes I'll go right at the top. And now I'm going to go underneath and start a little back. Any mistakes that you feel you would have made, that's why we're using concealer, because that's how we're going to fix it up. But sometimes I'll just go and fix any little super small one with my finger. And then lightly fill in the front. Pretty much how I do my brows, guys. I go in with the concealer, and I do this one brow at a time because this concealer does dry quick. It is a matte concealer. So then I just like to take this brush and I just like to do that swift line going down. And it's okay if you get some concealer on the actual brow, because this concealer actually comes out of brows pretty well. And usually I'll take this product all the way down and kind of use it as like a eyeshadow base. And then right here where we had some product get on there. Now we're going to do this brow. And this just helps, like I said, the brow to just look really, really sharp. So we're just going to pair it up and go straight across, up into the arch and down. And then I just like to take it down a little bit because you don't want too much product too close to the brow. I'm pretty close, but you don't want it too close, because then it's kind of just all just going to just get caked up into the brow, and you don't want that. So now I kind of have like this little mark, you see that? So what I like to do is just go up and down. And then with the concealer on top, I actually just start right from the arch. Brows really aren't that natural, but ooh. Sometimes I get crazy with the concealer, so I just blend it up my forehead. Go down, yeah. Do the same thing. Go. And like I said, I do go right on top of my brow, just because I do want to cover up that light color with the actual color of my skin, so I won't have that halo effect. And going into the hairline, and then going down into that area too. That is how I do my brows. So that is my brow tutorial. I really hope you guys found this helpful. If I do my brows a little bit too thick or too dark for you, then you definitely can just take like some little tips that I gave you and then do something else, you know, a little bit different. That's totally fine. We all have our own different opinions on how we like our makeup. Thank you all for watching this video. I really appreciate it, and I will see you very, very soon.